Spangler returns with one of his creepiest killers yet. Seriously, while Spangler has had some pretty creepy killers in this series in particular, this one is certainly near the top of that particular chart, and we see this from essentially the opening words of this text. Maintaining the series' cohesion, this tale is nearly as much about Detective Casey White's personal and professional struggles as it is the freak of the week murder mystery, so even as White finds herself going up against one of her toughest investigations to date, she's also encountering a lot of things that make her question a lot of things, and these ultimately could prove quite interesting indeed to the overall series, or even perhaps an ending at some point in the nearish future. For me, this particular tale, with its falsely accused high school student in particular, took a bit of a more personal tack, as I too ran into a somewhat similar situation at that age, so I know all too well what that feels like. In my personal case, while it wound up leading me to leave that school, it also wound up giving me everything I now have thanks to a very crucial several-month period there between fall 1998 and summer 1999. I'll simply note that I have, still, all these years later, a very nicely written apology letter from one of the leaders of those falsely accusing me back then, and that because of all of that, I met my high school mentor, Tommy Harris, then of the now long-defunct Bartow Academy in Cartersville, Georgia, and it was Mr. Harris who became so instrumental in helping shape truly the rest of my life. So while we don't know how this situation affects the rest of this particular character's life in the world Spangler has created here, I can state with confidence that such situations can wind up ultimately benefiting the falsely accused, even though the hell they go through in the short term can be quite immense, and Spangler does a great job of showing this. Read this book because it really is an excellently written creepy murder mystery set, as always with this series, in North Carolina's Outer Banks. And hey, maybe something in it will resonate with you too. Either way, make sure to leave a review once you've read it. Very much recommended.